All right, Facebook family, well, we're hoping that you can see us and hear us. We ran into some internet challenges. And yeah, so that's what we have, and that is what we are doing. Wednesday is the clear day for communication. So that is exactly the reason that we chose to do this on today. However, we had internet challenges and all as well. So we just wanted to give you all the conclusion of the matter as we were talking and as we were sharing. It is direly and vitally important that we start taking our power back. And see, taking our power back has nothing to do with the feminist movement. I am so absolutely anti-feminism. I'm not. I have no interest in being a man. I want a man to be a man. I have no interest on the planet in being a man. And so every time we decide, I'll give you an example. I don't know if you all have seen, it's a Progressive commercial. And so the wife is always in the car, and the husband wants to get out and change the tire or fix. She's like, no. And so she presses the app, and she has another man come in from the towing company or from the Progressive company to fix whatever is wrong. So what she has just done is she has emasculated him. She has said, no, you don't have enough sense. Thank you, Kelly. You don't have enough sense to be the man of the house. So I'm going to be the man of the house. And so when you reverse roles with him, when you decide to emasculate him and take his masculinity away, that is when you begin to resent him. And so when we started going into, and it all started in the 70s, late 60s, early 70s, with the whole feminist movement, it emasculated men. It made men lazy. It made women start taking care of men. So it became normal that you became a ride to die chick. Do you understand what a ride to die chick is? A ride to die chick is, well, if I ain't working, I know she gonna hold me down. And if I ain't got no car, I know I can drive her car. And you don't want to invite that mentality into your life. When you invite that type of mentality into your life, then that's exactly what you attract. So if you have a man in your life that you are taking care of, you are his mama. You are not his woman. So he is not able to be your provider, your protector, and the priest over your home because you have positioned yourself as his mama. And so oftentimes a man's mama will say stuff to him that his woman should never say to him. And when that ends up happening, the levels of disrespect and disregard continue. So yes, sex with you might be amazing, but you just my sex toy, because for real, I make more money than you. I got my own crib. I got my own car. I don't need you. You are actually replaceable. And so we go back to that song that Beyonce programmed everybody to hear. You know, you're replaceable. I don't really need you, bruh. When you start getting that mentality, then you have just broken the relationship. Whenever you lord over him or you throw up in his face your money in comparison to his money, you already knew the imbalance out the gate. It wasn't no surprise. It wasn't no shock. You just got tired of being alone. You got tired of being lonely. So you said, hey, I know that he ain't really making the kind of money like I'm making, but you know, I can sit up and at least I'll have me a man. But that turns into resentment. It turns into resentment because you don't want to be the breadwinner. You don't really want to be the one that's making the most money. So then you start nitpicking at him. That's what he brought to the table. You already knew that in him coming to the table. But now, because you're bitter, now because you're mad, now you want to say he's using you. You throwing your money at him? Of course he is. So you need somebody that is greater than or equal to you, just so you can respect him. So in the example I was given for the psychiatrist that makes $175 an hour and the brother that's making $40 an hour as the garbage man, this is where the challenge comes in. Are you really getting ready to give up the lifestyle that you have made for yourself so that he can start taking over the household bills? So that he can be the provider? If your answer is no, then are you still going to be able to respect him if you're the one that's still paying the bills? So he's living in a nice 3-bedroom apartment. He's paying $1,500 a month. Your mortgage is $5,000. Are you going to move into something smaller that he can afford? Are you really going to reduce your lifestyle so that you can be with him? And if so, tell me why. Why are you really willing to do that? Because you haven't gotten a reading and the dick is good. That's why. Come on, stop playing. That's exactly what it is. You're getting older. But for real, you have to ask yourself the question, am I going to reduce the lifestyle that I've become accustomed to for this man that I have not gotten a reading on? And is he going to continue to allow this to be the norm? How does he feel about this? If he's okay with being a kept man, a real man is only going to be able to do that for a little while. And then it's going to end up being an issue. It's not going to be cool. Men say, oh, I don't care that my wife make more money than me. For real, it becomes an issue. Tell me your thoughts, sis.
Girl, whew. So, yeah, it does become an issue. Mm-hmm. You know, we definitely need to allow the man to be a man. Ooh. I do want to just share, this work that we're going to do on Sunday. Yes. Because women, we get into these relationships where we're not allowing men to be a man, where we're allowing men to take advantage of us. We're having sex with them out of fear. We're doing so many different things. And so this is why this work is so important right now. This is why this work with therapy, with getting readings, with doing this counseling, to work on empowering ourselves as men and women, not just women, but men too, empowering ourselves in our sexuality and connecting with our sexual energy so that we can learn how to channel that energy and not destroy people or destroy ourselves. Right. And so with all of this sexual energy is so powerful that we're destroying ourselves and others. Yes. So we need to learn how to channel that energy so that it can be constructive, so that we can heal, so that we can heal ourselves, our loved ones, our family members through conscious choices, through beautiful touch, through connections, through improving intimacy. So this work is so important for us to know who we are getting into a relationship with, taking the time to get to know them, taking the time first to heal ourselves and work on ourselves and to connect with that most powerful force, life force that's within us, that sexual energy. So Sunday, we're doing Sunday exclusively for women. We do work with men and women, but this is a time because there's so much going on with this sexual assault, what we started talking about with Bill Cosby, with R. Kelly, with Kavanaugh. So many women, we need to heal. And again, because our bodies have cellular memory, we have the memory from our parents, from our mothers, from our fathers, who were sexually abused. And so that energy needs to be taken out of us. It needs to be released. And through this work on Sunday, we're going to be doing trauma release. Through the ovarian breathing that we were talking about yesterday, women are like, what is that? Are you going to be breathing into my ovaries, into my vagina? No. Through that It's through conscious circular breathing and specific movements of the pelvic area and the chest area to open up the heart chakras, to release the traumas that's stored in our womb area, to release the traumas that's stored in our heart areas and the throat chakra area, so that we can express our truth. We can express what we need and what we want. The times that we want to say yes in a relationship, the times that we want to say no, so that we're not expressing out of fear. So this work is so important for us women, specifically on Sunday, to release all of those blockages, to release all of those traumas that's stored in the cellular memory of our bodies, so that we can voice ourselves, so that we can speak our truth, so that we can be conscious of why we're in a relationship, what we're doing in that relationship, and so that we're not making decisions on a subconscious level, so that we're not allowing someone to live in our homes, or we're not allowing someone to take advantage of us, or us giving them money on a subconscious level because of fear, because of lack, because of we're afraid to lose them, or we're afraid whatever fears that we have. So this work is so important. And so in Tantra, which is my lineage, I have my background as a psychotherapist and a coach, but I've studied Tantra for so many years. In Tantra, women are naturally tantric because women have the power to lead men and to heal, not even just men, but to heal generations, to heal our families. So like she said earlier, the sperm follows the egg. And so from the tantric point of view, so the women, we have the power to heal, but we need to heal ourselves. And it is that airport example, when you're on the plane and they say the oxygen, you run out of oxygen, put the mask on you first before you help others. So it's that same thing. We need to put that oxygen on us. We need to heal ourselves because as women, we are the most powerful and we can help to heal others. But we have to come from a place as being complete and whole. And I'm not saying, when I say this, I'm not saying men that we have to become dependent and allow women to heal us. No, you also have to do your part because you have the power. You also have to connect to your life force energy, that power, so that you can heal and you can go into that relationship whole. And we keep hearing, oh, I need to find someone to make me complete. No, you need to be complete. Each of you need to be complete and come together whole. And to be two whole individuals together, interdependent of each other, not dependent of each other. Or codependent. No. Yes, you want a whole man and a whole woman to come together so that you can get married, have kids, have a family, and create something beautiful.
Because otherwise, see, what you don't heal reveals. What you don't heal reveals. So if you're looking for somebody to come and solve your daddy issues for you, solve your mommy issues for you, solve your childhood traumas for you, this is what happens. You get just what you're looking for. But what's the trade-off? When you don't take the time to get the healing work done individually, you end up attracting somebody else toxic and sick to you to heal you. Because instead of you doing the self-work, you're looking for some, pick me up, I'm not healed, make me well. No. And especially if you are a healer. I've done it. I'm telling you what I know. As a healer, we attract a lot of sick men to us. They are not, and I put up a post, I put it up several times. It's a quote the Spirit gave to me. They came to you looking for a healer, and you mistaken them for a mate candidate. And so a lot of us have laid down and had babies as healers by people who should have been nothing but clients. Many of us, just because you married somebody don't make it right. Just because you stood before God and did it don't mean it was right. Did you ask God her opinion at all about what you were doing? Get a reading. She would have told you, no, baby, he's sick and he needs healing. So we keep overlooking and stepping over things and trying to make things be okay when it's not okay. He is not trying to be committed to you. And you know that. You already know what it is. After that first year of being in a relationship, if there is no discussion of marriage with time frames, you are simply wasting your time. How long do we have to keep playing house before you actually make a life commitment to me? No. So you've got to actually, again, the sperm follows the egg. When you say, I don't do the shacking up thing, then it raises the bar. It puts you aside. Do you know how many sisters, after they sit up and they date a brother, the next natural progression is to move in and go play house? As soon as you play house, you devalue the necessity for marriage. What does he need to marry you for? Everything he would get in marriage, y'all living together, he gets. When you don't ever tell him no in the dating relationship, what does he need to marry you for? For what? I got everything. Let me go to the next person and see if I can try my magic with her. It worked with her. Hey, this one looks a little nicer. This one has a few more things. You driving an Audi. Oh my God, she got the top of the line Mercedes. You in a $200,000 house. She in a $500,000 house. My magic worked for her. Let's now move on. So then you make yourself commonplace. You don't set yourself apart. You just make yourself regular. So when you do what regular women get, you end up with a regular old relationship. When you set yourself apart and you say, no, brother, I'm sacred space. You don't deal with me like you deal with everybody else. The reason we don't say it is because we're afraid we're going to end up losing a man because of it. If you letting him know that you're sacred space and that there are standards that have to be met to date you, if you too scared to say that, then you're going to end up falling for anything at all. You're going to do whatever just to keep him. But how many times have we done that and realized he was never, ever really worth that? And that we devalued ourselves. That because we keep on listening to this music that devalues us as women, that thought and that mentality has gone into our minds. And so that's why we conduct ourselves. This is the reason why we can find out that our man is cheating. And then we get mad and want to fight the other woman without dealing with what's going on in our household. He's cheating because he really don't want to be with you. That's the bottom line. He really don't want to be with you. You just work for now. So you have to first, before you even start building, get a reading. Get a reading. Why are we having this one-day womb retreat on Sunday? So you can clear and cleanse your womb from all of the energy that's trapped up in it, that people have shoved up in it and then left you. Aren't you tired of being left? Aren't you tired of being left? Aren't you too good to keep being left and to keep leaving a little piece of your spirit? We talked about Asar yesterday, Asar and Aset, and how Set, his brother, took and cut his body up into 14 parts and threw it all around the world in different countries because he had slept with his wife and got her pregnant. Same thing is happening to us. We keep doing all of these interim relationships, all of these sample relationships. We keep on having all of these sample relationships. What did she say? Where? I thought she said whore. I was like, oh my. Okay, Carmen, go on my Facebook page and you'll see the big flyer on there with all the details. It's in Atlanta. And so we end up devaluing ourselves and we no longer have. Sis, go to my Facebook page. It's on Sunday. Go to my Facebook page. It has all the details on there, okay? So you'll be able to better understand what's going on within you because we're attracting that. If the sperm follows the egg, you have to set a standard for what is and is not acceptable for you. You can't just be any old chick. Because you're going to get any old chick's reward. How many times do you have to have the exact same experience over and over and over again. It's not that black men ain't nothing. It's the fact that the sperm follows the egg. So he does just what you let him do. So if you let him hit easy, then that's what he's going to see you as, is easy. That's it. That's just what it is. I would love to come to Charlotte. I have lots of people that love me in Charlotte. Reach out to me, set it up. I'll come. Charlotte is 4 hours up the road, whether you speed or drive the speed limit. I'm there on a regular basis. Say the word, Carmen.
Yes, it will also be live streamed, Carmen.
Yes.
So if you're interested,
yes.
you can live stream for Sunday.
We're going to do a live stream. If you do the live stream, it's only $150. If you do the in person, it's $199. And Dr. Hernandez is on, who is an absolute heart. He's going to come and do some training with us and for us, and we're just over the moon. But next Friday, we are doing Hopi breath work. Hopi breath work is not a game. That is another way to get your ex-partner's energy out of your body. You don't want to go into another relationship if you're still dragging Timmy and all of his markings in your body, because then Timmy is sitting up going in behind John. We don't want that. We don't want to keep on with that pattern. We keep going. I remember my grandmother say, the way you get over one man is up under another man. No, it's not. Those are lies. We have been taught lies by people we really loved and cared about and respected. Their example is not the example that we want to follow. That does not work. After each relationship, we really need to heal for a year. We need to walk 4 seasons by ourselves. That's what the big problem is. We don't want to be by ourselves. We don't want to heal. We want to go ahead and I want to show that I'm still valuable, and I want to show him just what he missed. So I'm going to go on to the next guy. The next guy doesn't deserve that. Walk for a year, broken up. Allow yourself to process from all of that energy that you gave to the last relationship.
And allow yourself to feel.
Oh my God.
And it's okay.
Yes.
We can cry, feel the emotions. Go through the grieving process. So many of us don't grieve because we have to be strong. Mm-hmm. So we don't allow the anger. We don't allow the sadness, none of that. But we have to experience. We have to feel it. Absolutely. So allow the anger to come. Be in your safe place. Feel it, experience it, and release it. Yes. The same thing with the sadness, because if we don't, we're going into this next relationship broken.
And we're hurting him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, really, really good men come to us, but because we are so damaged, because we are so broken, we end up taking all of our broken bags right over into him. And so I'm not telling anybody to rush into a marriage. I did that, dumb, but I did it. And so I got married after 72 days and got divorced after 4 months. I did that. I own that. So I'm telling you what I know. Good brother, just wasn't my husband. That's it. And so it's cool. So what we want to end up learning from all of these examples is, yes, spend a year dating. But there needs to be an objective of that year. Not just we wasting time, we screwing, we hanging up, and we'll just see if anything turns out. You are so much better than just somebody's little screw thing. You're better than that. If you take 90 days, you get a chance to see, go past the starry eye. A lot of times we all starry-eyed. Ooh, oh, he's amazing. Oh, he's so fine. Oh, he talks spiritual words to me. Oh, he's conscious. Oh, okay. Spend 90 days with that joker. Spend 90 days with that joker. And then you start saying, wow, is he responsible? Wow, does he really hold up to his word? So what he tells me, does he really follow through with it? Does his action, what's his work ethic? See, when you all, you're not paying attention to his work ethic. When you all up into it and, oh, he's so fine, and you're not paying attention to his work ethic. When you spend that first 90 days getting to know him, you're going to get a chance to see, wow, does he really live where he says he lives, or does he really live with his mama? Does he actually have transportation? What does that look like? What does he really feel about kids? He may hate kids and you got 3. What is that going to look like? But if you quickly run and go have sex with him, you don't know any of that. Find out about his boys. Who does he hang out with? What do they do? What does their life look like? Because those are the people that'll be hanging up in your house with him. So if you're looking at having a life with him, you've got to consider all of that. Is he somebody you can bring around your parents to introduce? Would your family be like, what is wrong with you? You can't continue to ignore what your family says. A lot of times your family is right on the money. When your family don't like them, that's a hint and a half right there. They're not always off. They're not always hating on you. A lot of times your family is your protection. What are your thoughts, sis?
Yeah, completely agree. So we definitely need to be aware. We need to do the research in terms of not like a detective, right, but knowing who we're entering into a relationship with.
Well, be a detective because this is your womb you're getting ready to give him. And you don't know. I have girls under 30 that now are walking around with AIDS. Because in the first 2 weeks, they let him hit. He was checking on me every day, Queen. And he was so loving to me. And he took me out to eat. And he took me to the movies. It just felt so right. So I had to give him my womb.
And they never want to use a condom.
Never.
No.
Oh, no. I ain't going to use no condom. You special. I want to feel it. I don't want no condom up in me. Now, I am completely against condoms. So I am. I just am, unless it's a vegan condom, and I still don't even want them up inside of me. I don't want nothing plastic up inside of my body. So you got to understand the risk that you're taking. Yes. You can't just sleep with people. And when he don't look like he got AIDS, what does that mean? He don't look like he got herpes. He don't look like he got chlamydia. What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it actually mean? It means we're still acting like we're 14 years old and many of us are in our 40s. We're still repeating the same sexual mistakes over and over and over again. The same relationship mistakes over and over and over again. And we're not getting different results and we keep trying it with different people. So that's why we appear to be so extremely desperate. This is why men don't feel like they have to court us. This is why they feel like it's okay to rape us, because we're just a woman. When you start standing up and setting standards and saying what is and what is not allowed, it shifts the whole game. But as long as we keep playing desperate just to get a man, then that's all you're going to get is a man, and he's not going to stay. And if he stays, you're not going to respect him. There is nothing worse than being in the house with a man you do not respect. That is where the contentious woman comes in, where it says that it's better to live on a rooftop than to live in the house with a contentious woman. A contentious woman is a bitter woman. It's a woman who knows that she has settled. It's a woman who knows that she's bent over backwards and she's auditioned for somebody that for real, wasn't even worth it. Ain't nothing worse than living in a house with that woman, because she is full of resentment. And oftentimes she takes that resentment out on the children that she had by that man, because she did not love him. He did not appreciate her. It just worked. Sometimes you can talk so much to your girlfriends about how wonderful he is and how great he is and all of that, that you done jimmied yourself into a hole so you can't even say nothing. And so you just keep playing along because you're too embarrassed to say, you know what? I hate him. And I hate this relationship that I'm in, and I need help getting out of it, because he doesn't respect me. He doesn't respect me at all. He doesn't like me even. You know, you got to even ask yourself, does he speak lovingly to you? How does he speak to you? How does he deal with you? How does he deal with your family? Ask yourself all of those questions. If he does not treat you like you're sacred, it's because you have not mandated that he treats you like you're sacred. The sperm follows the egg. No, you are not stuck in a relationship. You are not stuck in a relationship. And I don't care how many babies you done laid down and had with him. That does not mean that you have to stay there and take it. See, abuse comes in so many different levels. Mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. Neglect is abuse. Neglect is abuse. So when you are not getting out of the relationship what you desire and deserve, but you just stay in it because you done laid down and had some babies, for real, you are building, what you're doing is you are poisoning every one of your organs. You are setting yourself up for a heart attack or stroke because you're withholding all of that anger, all of that pain, all of that resentment, everything. Absolutely everything. Sis, what you got to say in conclusion? Because I think we've shared with the people. If you didn't see the previous video, the internet blinked out on us, so that one ended. But that one is the metaphysics of why women don't tell. Please go and listen to that. This is the second part of that one. And it's been my pleasure to serve you.
Yeah, it's been my pleasure too. This has been a great talk. Lots of great information. Yes. Lots of great comments from people that's writing in. So, you know, I think the most important things to kind of end off with, to just close off with, is the sperm follows the egg. Yes. And women, we have to set our standards. Women and men, parents, we have to listen to our kids. We have to trust them. We have to know what they're doing. Who are they around? Yes. Because it is our job as parents to protect them. We need to be able to create a safe environment where our kids can talk to us, so that they can come and say, this nanny or my uncle touched me in the wrong way, so that they can know. We as parents, we also need to teach them, to help them to know not to sit on this person's lap, because that's inappropriate, that's sexual. You know, so teaching kids to help prevent as well, making sure that our kids are with us. And I understand as parents, sometimes we have to work and we're not with our kids 24 hours a day, but we have to know who our kids are with, and we have to trust them when they talk to us, because these are scars that last with them forever. And they last with you forever as well, you know.
And if you're on my Facebook page, you can go into my videos. I did one, it was actually, I think, almost this exact time last year, and it was called, Are You Dating a Predator? See, a lot of people won't come to me for a relationship reading, because when I do your relationship reading, if you ask me to do the predator reading, I will read that. I don't have a vested interest in anything but in you being in the most healthy version of a relationship that you can be in. My vested interest is in you not getting hurt and in you not hurting somebody. A lot of times it's not the brother, it's you. It's where you are. And where you are currently, you would do nothing but harm him. So when I do the relationship readings, it's very, very clear. It's very concise. It's very cut and dry. And I ask 10 questions, including the predator question. Because what you have to ask today is this right here. And if you go to somebody else, have them ask, has he ever had sex with a man? Forcibly, voluntarily, or involuntarily. Because now that energy is going into you. That spirit transfers. Please understand, it ain't got nothing to do with a Bible and a book and all of that. That is energy. And that energy transfers. It doesn't just go away. Just like if you're a woman who's been molested by a female family member, that energy does not go away. You can't feel safe, and I'm going to say it, and I done said it before, I'm going to say it again. Whenever you decide that you're going to please him by having a threesome with another woman, and then you and the woman sit up and you all do activity together, you all are creating a lesbian energy. And so now he's running into both of you all. What do you think he's taking into his penis when he takes in your juices? That energy is just, it is. And so now what do we do when he gets confused? What do we do when he now says, well, I want to bring a dude in, and just like I let you have fun with her, I want to be able to have fun with him. Then the whole story changed. Then you mad. Then you want to call him outside of his name. But you open the sperm follows the egg. You open that door. So now you can't turn around and trip on him because you opened him up to that. You opened him up to that energy. You said that was okay. So you have to ask yourself, when we're busy trying to be the freak of the week, and usually it's not a husband we're doing this for. We're usually doing this for a boyfriend. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. What have you done that you felt degraded doing because he's my boyfriend and he pays the bills? Because he's my boyfriend and I don't want to lose him. Ask yourself those honest questions, because you probably want to go to sacredmedicinewoman.com so that you can learn to fall in love with yourself. Because when we do things we don't feel comfortable with, some women are not comfortable with oral sex. They don't like it. And a lot of times it's because as a child, they were forced to do it. But in order to keep their man or to please their man, they do it. But they feel sick every time they do it. So it builds up a resentment instead of telling the truth. You know what? I got scars behind that, bruh. I got scars. I'm not with that. So if that's a requirement, if I have to do that, then I probably need to go work on me, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Nah. You have to be real with you. I made a very painful decision this week, something that I had looked forward to doing. Woo! And so I had to really look at me and look to my motives. And I had to say, you know what? I don't want to do this. And I had to make a very painful call and say, you know what? I know I said I was going to do this. I really don't want to. And this is why I don't want to. And that was empowering, because you have to go with self first, but not self only. Self first, but not self only. A lot of times we talk about having babies for our boyfriends. Why would you have a baby for your boyfriend? Why would you not be pursuing marriage first and then talk about a baby? If y'all are still girlfriend, boyfriend, you're not in a committed relationship. Y'all are girlfriend, boyfriend. Why are you going to bring a baby into a girlfriend, boyfriend? Why would we not become a family and then add to our family? That sounds foreign to many people. It sounds absolutely foreign, but for real, the sperm follows the egg. If you make the statement, I'm not laying down and having your babies until you marry me, and then the longer you keep staying, the less incentive he has to marry you. We've been dating for 3 years. Oh, what's the problem? So that's all that I have to share right now. You can go to my website if you want to come and visit us on Sunday for the one-day womb retreat, www.healatlanta.com. You can go on there. I've got readings on there, in person or over the phone. Healing, so you can get distance healing done, or you can come and get it done one-on-one. We got a ton of retreats coming up. Dr. Hernandez will be here next Friday doing the Hopi breath work, which is bananas. If you want to take your life back, we have the relationship detox that's coming up the 12th through the 14th. We have, oh my goodness, we have a ton of things on there. Go on that website so that you can get your heal on. You don't have to be here. We do a lot of things distant. I do counseling. Baby, with the things that I've been through, ain't nothing you can say to me that's going to blow my hair back. It's like, oh, okay, well, let's get it fixed. Let's do it. Okay, so you had sex with 10 men this morning. All right. Well, it wasn't 20. Let's go from there. And so I keep it live, I keep it fun, but I help you to get to your why so you don't keep repeating it. I don't beat nobody up. No, I'm very honest with all my stuff. Hey, listen, so I've got a story for that. I screwed that one up. Hey, let's not have you do it. And so people who are honest with their stuff make the emergency alert system. No action is needed. I wonder if y'all saw that. We just got a blast from the president. That's kind of deep. Well, keep your legs closed because we just got a blast from the president. But no, this has been wonderful. I thank you. I'm getting ready to go in and make some raw tacos so we can have some lunch before I teach at 7:30. But I'm so grateful just for the opportunity to be able to share with you all. If you know that you have trauma, that it's not been dealt with, and I'm going to do a special teaching. I'm going to do an actual class on resolving your mama issues. Nobody really wants to talk about that. And a lot of us have some real deep-rooted, hurtful mama issues. And so when we have mama issues, it bleeds into everything else that we do. And when we have daddy issues, same thing. So I love you. Any last words?
Oh, I love you too. I love you all. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure these last few lives that I've done here, being here with Queen, doing this work together. It has been great. I am here. The event for Sunday is also on my website at www.prandharaprem.com. PRANDHARAPREM.com. I have the different workshops, different events. I travel internationally. So I'm doing workshops and retreats in Brazil, in Uruguay. I'm planning one for Peru right now. About to go to Cuba. Who knows what's about to pop off there. But I do want to let you know, for women, only exclusively for women of color, April 13th to 21, 2019. Yes. We're going to be doing some work in Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. A real cultural, spiritual place. It's little Africa because it has the feeling, it has the culture, it has the spirituality, where so many things happen. It's synchronicities happen. Women get spontaneous healings. It's a beautiful place. It's a safe place. It's going to be 9 days. You're going to get to experience Brazil. We're going to do some trauma release. We're going to do a lot of work just for women to really just release the traumas that they're holding on to. Come on out. That's on my website, prandharaprem.com. I also do relationships, sexuality coaching. I am a psychotherapist, international tantric therapist, so I do counseling online as well. So come and visit me. Come to my Facebook page, Prandhara Prem as well, or Instagram, also Prandhara Prem, PRANDHARAPREM. And I am loving Atlanta. I was not supposed to be here today. I was supposed to be done. That's why we set a workshop for Monday, October 1st. I was supposed to be gone. I'm supposed to be in Cuba. But the universe was like, no, we need you here in Atlanta some more. So now I am here. I'm going to be doing the Hopi breath work as well with Dr. Hernandez. I'm looking forward. Then that weekend after that, I'm heading to Cuba.
Yes. And we're just so excited. It's been such a pleasure just having Prandhara here. As y'all know, I like to be by myself. I'm good being by myself. I can be by myself forever. But it has been such a joy and such a pleasure. We have just been learning from each other, and it's been beautiful. And we will be having, I've got a couple more retreats. I'm going to last it here. We will be doing a water rituals retreat for women. So it'll be a sacred water rituals retreat in Florida over New Year's Eve. So it'll probably be that Friday through that Tuesday, because New Year's Eve is that Monday. I will be making vegan food. It will be bananas. But we will be down there in the water doing those rituals. For what we just had one land-based, and we did 33 rituals. So since we're going to have that much time and we're going to be on the water, it'll probably be more. So all my students usually fill those up. So I'm announcing it here now. It's going to happen. It'll be Friday the 28th, ending on Tuesday the 1st. And it's going to be amazing. It will be in Florida. So if you're interested, reach out to me. We will have payment plans so that you can do it. But it's going to be great. It's going to be wonderful. You'll be down there with other women, all women of color, but women who are sacred, who love themselves, and who are learning these rituals so that we can pass them on to our children, so that we can work our magic and not let our magic go stagnant. So again, healatlanta.com, prem.com. Allow yourself to just peruse. Allow us to be a healing mechanism for you. I'm so proud of the sacred medicine women that are graduating in the Bahamas with me on October 19th. I'm so over the moon. I'm so excited about the wonderful ladies that I'm teaching. I'm watching them grow. We just started a new class last Friday night. We did our protection ritual. It was off the charts. And I'm seeing those women grow by leaps and by bounds. I'm teaching tonight. Tonight's class is gonna be fire. We may not get out of class till 1 o'clock. And I bet watch everybody be sitting right there talking about, I know I gotta go to work, but it's good, Queen, and I don't want to leave. So I'm just really excited. So come out and be with us this Sunday for the one-day womb retreat. You can go to my Facebook page. You'll see it posted there at the as the background. You'll also see it on there. It's got our website, so you make sure you spell it right. But go ahead and register because we're filling up quickly. Several women have already paid. They're ready. We keep everything real intimate. We don't want a great big, everybody is going to have individual hurt, and we want to be able to be fully hands-on with you. The meditations that we're going to be doing, the trauma release is so deep for you to be able, because many of us have womb trauma. Anytime you are angry with a man and you have sex with him, that becomes womb trauma. And the more we do it angry, a lot of times we don't realize he's just banging your womb, banging your womb, banging your womb because he's mad, because he's angry, because he's disappointed with himself. Well, he's taking all of that out on your womb. It's not good when you say he beat it up. That's not good because that leaves that angry, that you ain't nothing energy inside of your womb. And we don't know enough to protect our womb from it. We think just because we're in a relationship, we're supposed to just lay there and take that. Your womb is better, and think about children that get conceived in that energy. That's the energy that they are conceived in. Then we don't understand why our children don't listen to us, don't obey us, are not interested in anything, because they came out of a nothingness that was nothing but anger. So you see some little kids that are just mean and evil, and they hurt other children. Go back to that point of conception. So we love you. If you want to do one-on-one counseling, I am definitely doing the raw vegan classes. Once you get your dehydrators, I want you to get your dehydrators. Reach out to me and find out what all you need. We are doing a 30-day juicing detox, and that is January 3rd through February 3rd. I'm going to teach you daily how to make the juices that will last you through the day. You will not be hungry. The early bird special is $99. That's for me to serve you for 30 days straight. $99. It's going to be off the hook because I want you to spend your money on your on the mechanisms you need to do the juices properly. So I'm not charging a whole lot, but you're getting me serving you every day, teaching you the recipes, teaching you how to heal, the whole 9 yards. It's being done online. You don't have to come over here, but it's $99. The link will be up on my page shortly. And that way you'll be able to get the healing that you need. $99 is the early bird special. It is $199. So I will be putting the cutoff date up very shortly. $99 is early day because you early bird. You got me 7 days a week for 30 days, teaching you the recipes, teaching you how to heal with the recipes. $99 is a bargain, and that's going to be a short amount of time. So yes, I got everybody on here that's saying they need it. I'm going to definitely put you down so that if you want to go ahead and send your $99, most of y'all are my students, go ahead. And that way you'll reserve your space because it's not going to be a lot of 99s. 99 is probably not going to last through October because I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know the healing that it's bringing to me. I wish y'all could see me in this little dress. I've been trying to get in this dress for a minute. And when I was able to put it on today, I said, what? That was exciting. So I love all of you all. Shimmy M. Hetep Poo.